Alright guys, back with another review, and Scott's back for another review. Tonight we're looking at a trade I did. I threw some Hop Slam out there, got a Double Jack, and then the Moylans Hopsickle Imperial Ale. It says triple hoppy. It's their Imperial IPA, 9.2% ABV, and I don't think they put the IBUs on here, but I'm assuming it's pretty high, at least from when we opened the bottle and got a little smell of it. But you said you wanted to try this for a while?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on it, saying it's amazing when it's fresh, but when it's not fresh, it's terrible. So
right, and we opened it and smelled it, and I would say
I'd say it's fresh.
It's gotta be. It's definitely gotta be fresh. Sweet label. If you guys can see that, some awards on there. You know, California brewed, some logos, but definitely a cool looking beer. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get into the appearance of this beer. And right up front, when you hold it up, you can tell it's very clear, minimal carbonation coming through, and I think an orangish brown color.
Yeah, or like a copper orange, light, very light brown.
Very light brown, yeah. Maybe not brown, maybe more copper. Mine poured with a big head, just the glass. It's different. His has less because of the way the glass is, but I think the head definitely sticks around, and the lacing, pretty decent amount of lacing for this beer.
God.
Can't wait to smell it.
Can't wait to smell it.
I almost want to toast because I can already smell this a little bit, but the smell is going to be great, I can tell. Here we go. It's hoppy.
Yep,
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, that's an obvious note, being sarcastic, but yeah, I'm just getting just a pungent hop smell.
Yeah, very spicy, resinous hop.
Right, it's not, I would say citrus, it's not citrus.
No.
Not that much. I know there is some citrus in there, but it's not very citrus forward.
No, it's not. It's very heavy, dank, resinous,
pine,
yeah. Just very straightforward, bitter hop.
No malt to speak of, just
super,
yeah, exactly. Very hoppy. And I'm really excited.
Well, actually, that's a lie.
Okay, a little bit of malt.
Very lightly.
Very
like a light sweetness behind all of it.
I think you have to try to get the malt if you really want to, but up front the hops.
It's there, but it's all hop.
Hey guys, here we go. We've both been waiting to try this for a while.
Yes. So, cheers. Wow.
Wow. I can honestly say it is different from any other double IPA I've ever had. And then saying that in a very good way. It feels like it's going to be really bitter, but then it kind of mellows out after you're done. Although there is quite a bit of there's quite a bit of bitterness that lingers.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Honestly, it reminds me of the Pliny that we had at Bob's. It really does.
Yeah. We had a bottle of Pliny. Was it over the summer?
Yeah.
About at least 6 months ago.
The bitterness that it has is very similar. It's just like I said in the aroma. It's very resinous and piney and just spicy hop, and it's just right there in your face.
Right. I'd say this is, I'm comparing it to beers. If you made a piney hop slam.
Oh yeah.
This would be kind of what I would think, because hop slam is very citrus forward. I think pineapples and different fruit notes, but this is all resiny, pine, bitter hops that are. I think it's a really good balance, and I'm really loving this beer.
Oracle minus the fruity hops.
I agree, and I think it's Oracle drinks a bit heavy to me. This isn't drinking heavy. It's drinking, not light, but I'd say medium to heavy bodied.
I think the greatest thing about this beer being so hoppy is that the ABV is completely hidden. I don't get any ABV.
No, we reviewed that the Chimay White a little bit ago, and I got more ABV at 8% than I'm getting at a 9%. But it's this beer just, it's just like this. I don't know how to. It's this pungent, like concentrated hop, bitterness, aroma, taste that's just amazing. Like if you just...
It's demolishing my palate right now.
I guess you would squeeze hop juice. Yeah, squeeze hop juice into this thing is what I would be thinking of. But let's sip on it a little more, and we'll come back with our final thoughts and our review of the Moylans Hopsickle. Seems like a pretty good beer. Alright YouTube, we are back with our final thoughts and our rating on the Moylans Hopsickle Imperial Ale, triple hoppy is what it says. It's their Imperial IPA. I would say it's like quadruple hop. I mean, this thing is, to me, it's what you describe as a hop bomb. That is like, and when you first drink it, that's all you get. Just hops in the nose, hops in the taste.
And even after letting it sit for a while, when just drinking on it for a while, it's still hoppy.
Yeah, it's not like the malt. The malt's came through, but it's like you're just trying to find a little bit of that malt. And I'm just getting in my final thoughts, I'm getting a breadiness from the malt, but nothing that's coming out as near as much as the hops and the nice hop aroma and the nice hop taste in this beer.
It's almost like the hops are just taking the enamel off my teeth.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I originally said that I didn't think it was that bitter. I think up front it's going to be bitter, and then in the back end it kind of calmed down. But now sipping on it, it's like it's really, really bitter. It's just like you want to scrape the bitterness off your tongue because it's this very bitter beer.
Hopsickle, most definitely.
I'm gonna go with an A. I think the bitterness does hinder it a little bit. I think if you took away the bitterness, it could definitely be a solid A+, top-notch beer.
I'm gonna give it an A-.
Our first difference.
Yeah, I told you it was gonna happen.
Finally, by a minus sign.
It's a very solid double IPA, but it needs something else. I feel like the bitterness, as good as this beer is, the bitterness just kills everything else in it, and it almost becomes one-dimensional.
Right.
I don't want to say it's a bad beer, because it's definitely not. It's very solid.
Because you're giving it an A-. I mean, obviously, it's a great beer. I would say if you're giving it an A- or an A, I'd say it's a great beer, but there's just small things that they can improve to make it an amazing beer.
The best thing that I can give this beer credit for is the ABV is totally hidden.
Yeah, if you like IPAs, double IPAs, hoppy beers, you're going to love this.
For sure worth trying, at least.
And if your favorite beer is described as a hoppy, bitter bomb, this is probably going to be exactly what you want, because it has the hops are great, and then it also hits you with a ton of bitterness. So overall, Scott gives it an A-, and I give it an A, our first differentiation, and grade, I guess. So if you've had this beer, let me know. And if you want to set up a trade or anything, I'm in Ohio, so if you want some beers from here, let me know. I get Founders, Bells, all the Midwest stuff, and I've been trading with some guys in California, so it's been pretty good. So until next time, cheers.